Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Warriors want to sign a great center, and the name they like is Nikola Vucevic, who financially the Warriors won't need to spend much on. Warriors want to sign a top-scoring center and are willing to trade for Nikola Vucevic. The Golden State Warriors may be closing in on a trade deadline target, but it may not be the one you were hoping for. As the Golden State Warriors continue to battle their struggles, it's pretty clear that the team will remain aggressive in their attempts to upgrade their roster ahead of the NBA trade deadline. The Warriors have already made one move to acquire Dennis Schroeder, but they may need to make another if they want to emerge as a true championship contender down the stretch. The Golden State Warriors would rather trade for Chicago Bulls center Nikola Vucevic than Miami Heat's disgruntled star Jimmy Butler, The Athletic reported on January 4. Nikola Vucevic has actually emerged as the more discussed Warriors trade target, according to team and league sources. The front office and coaching staff have acknowledged back to training camp this team's need for a true stretch center, something Stephen Curry has never really had, the report said. The 34-year-old Bulls center is having the best three-point shooting season of his career, hitting a remarkable 44% from behind the arc while averaging 20.3 points and 10.1 rebounds. However, Vucevic's defense leaves much to be desired. But according to the Athletic report, the Warriors, in theory, could protect Vucevic on the defensive end with Draymond Green's presence while opening up offensive space for Curry and their pair of wings, Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga. Another factor in the Warriors' preference for Vucevic is the trade cost, the report added. Whereas a Butler trade would force them to give up Wiggins and Kuminga because of his $48.7 million salary, Vucevic is only making less than half of it. The Warriors could, in theory, stack up players not named Wiggins or Kuminga, and attach a draft capital to acquire the Montenegrin center. Vucevic is due for $20 million this season and owed $21.4 million next season as part of his three-year, $60 million extension he signed in 2023. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, the Bulls are said to be seeking a first-round pick for the 34-year-old former All-Star center. Underscore 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 underscore. Warriors competitors for Nikola Vucevic. The Warriors, however, aren't alone in the Vucevic trade market. They are just one of the four teams interested in the Bulls' stretch center, according to Clutch Point's Brett Siegel. The Pistons previously showed interest in Zach LaVine over the offseason, but it is not expected that these talks will reignite. Vucevic, on the other hand, is drawing interest from the Warriors, Lakers, Pelicans, and Pistons, sources said. Several other teams may very well emerge as suitors for Vucevic ahead of the trade deadline, given his production and experience, Siegel wrote. However, ESPN's Tim Bontemps has reported that sources across the league also don't expect much interest in trading for Vucevic. Bontemps noted that there's some reasonable skepticism that those high water marks will hold up as the season progresses because of the fact that Vucevic struggles defensively and is owed another $20 million next year. Underscore 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 underscore. Behind Nikola Vucevic's remarkable three-point improvement. Vucevic's near double-double average is expected from the Montenegrin center. However, what is surprising is his efficiency from the three-point line. Vucevic is making 2.1 three-pointers per game out of 4.8 attempts, which is a career high if he can sustain it. Behind this remarkable improvement is Vucevic's off-season training, which focused on his outside shooting as he adjusts to the modern NBA. I worked on it a lot over the summer, trying to see if there was something as far as my mechanics that I didn't do well, or what was going on from that standpoint, Vucevic told Substack's NBA insider Mark Stein in September. I think there are some things that I could have done better, so I worked on it, a lot of reps as always. I'm sure at some point last year I was also overthinking shots, and so, shots that I would normally make, when you start thinking too much, you start missing those as well. Vucevic revealed he worked with former Suns assistant coach Nenad Trajkovic in the offseason in Montenegro to improve his shooting mechanics. If the Warriors really want to sign Jimmy Butler, they will have to make Jonathan Kuminga available to the Chicago Bulls. Warriors' former first-round pick reportedly involved in trade discussions with Heat. Dean Simon. The Golden State Warriors' most recent 139-105 win over the Philadelphia 76ers at home Thursday night improved the team's record to 17-16, as Stephen Curry poured in 30 points while connecting on 8 consecutive attempts from three-point range. Curry's incredible display of shooting was supplemented by Golden State's former number 7 overall pick in the 2021 NBA Draft Jonathan Kuminga, who contributed 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, while shooting 72.7% from the floor. Kuminga's latest 20-point game comes during a stretch of remarkable performances, as the 22-year-old forward is averaging 24.0 points in his last 5 contests. The budding star has compiled career-best averages of 16.9 points and 5.1 rebounds through 31 appearances and 10 starts for the Warriors this season. Though Kuminga's level of production is a welcome sight, new reports indicate that the franchise's general manager Mike Dunleavy could eventually use his developing prospect as the ultimate trade chip in discussion centered around the Miami Heat's 6-time All-Star Jimmy Butler. The Warriors and Heat have held discussions with one another regarding Butler this season, league sources confirmed to Clutch Points, shared Brett Siegel of Clutch Points via Twitter/X on Friday afternoon. Although interest exists, the Heat have made it clear that Jonathan Kuminga is a player they would want. At 35 years old and in season number 14, Butler is still proving to be one of the league's most valuable two-way superstars. The 5-time All-NBA and All-Defensive Team selection is averaging 17.6 points and 1.2 steals while shooting a career-high 55.2% from the field. Butler has put together a solid campaign while residing at the epicenter of the trade rumor mill, as he recently stated in a press conference that he has lost his joy for the game as a member of the Heat and could likely find it again in a different situation. "I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball," Butler shared with reporters Thursday night. "Wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon." It has been rumored that Golden State remains one of Butler's preferred trade destinations, and Miami seeking an up-and-coming prospect like Kuminga in return makes perfect sense. Butler's departure from Miami would mark a new era for the franchise, as they would be saying farewell to the player who led the team to 2 NBA Finals appearances this decade. Dunleavy would likely wrestle with the idea of parting ways with Kuminga, as his potential seemingly knows no bounds. On the other hand, acquiring a proven playoff superstar like Butler to pair next to Curry could very well lead to the franchise's 5th NBA title in the last 10 seasons.